Entangled is one of the most intriguing and mind-bending missions in Starfield. But as this mission is part of the main storyline, this guide will be spoiler heavy. So if you haven't played through the game up to this point and you prefer not to learn any spoilers, I would advise you to click away now. Entangled takes place at a research lab that exists simultaneously in two separate universes. Your objective is to navigate both dimensions, find the artifact, and ultimately decide the fate of two worlds. There are three possible outcomes depending on the choices you make. You could either save Rafael and end up stranded in the parallel universe, you can save the people in the original universe, or merge the universes and create the best outcome, which also results in the best rewards, and that's also why you're here watching this video. As the decision only takes place in the last part of this mission, that is where this guide will start. After a lot of hopping back and forth between the two universes, you will end up in the final area, that is the lab where the artifact can be found. Don't worry, you cannot miss it, it is a massive room with a whole bunch of lasers firing onto the artifact. Before you head in, however, you need to be aware of the dangers inside. The destroyed lab is infested with a whole bunch of scorpion-like bugs, while the lab in lockdown is guarded by turrets and robots. We should normally enter the lab first from the alternate universe, and I would advise you to just take out as many of the bugs before you start roaming around. And to make this easier, I'm using my Star Sense power, which reveals all living things. So don't press any buttons yet, we're gonna go straight to the lab. There's a few more in the lab itself, so let's kill these as well. And there's one more around here. There you are. So this Sense Star power is definitely a great power to have, especially in this mission. Alright, let's get inside. So now we're gonna activate this one right here. And there should be two cameras, which you most likely won't be able to shoot. They will automatically activate and there will be two robots coming out of here. You will have to kill them. So we're gonna switch to the other universe. And we were just in time. Actually, they didn't activate my robot, so that's a good one. This is pure luck. Could be that the camera is just pointing straight at the moment you're standing here, so this is pure luck. We're gonna first go in here. We're gonna unlock this one. You will need Master to unlock it. And once you unlocked it, you can then go in here and turn off the bots. So just you can either deactivate or update friend and foe settings or recalibrate. So now they should no longer shoot you. Same with the turrets. Update, recalibrate, and now they will no longer shoot you as well. And finally the remote alarm. We can disarm this as well. So normally now, when I move inside this area, the large room, the robot should no longer be aggressive to me. Now, you cannot get out of here. This is a locked room. I've not found the button myself to open this door. So the next thing we want to do, we want to go back to the other reality. So I'm just going to jump in here. So now we're back here. Let's just do another Sense Star stuff, just to be 100% sure. I don't think there's anybody roaming around anymore. Some of these never come up in all of my playthroughs, but I'm not sure which one, so we'll see if there's any of them popping up. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of markers showing up. These are the buttons we should press, but we don't want to do that because pressing these buttons is going to make us choose between one or the other universe, and we want to save both of the universes. So let us jump back into this calibration point here. Now these robots should no longer be aggressive to us. As you can see, they are okay. At the left side of the lab we can go down here, and under the stairs we will find Rafael. At least the Rafael in this universe. This Rafael sacrificed his life to save the rest of the team. Now on him you will find some resources, but most importantly we want the probe calibration control. Let's switch from here to the other world. We're gonna go back into the lab. And in both worlds, next to the lab computer, you will find a slate with more information on it. So let's pick that up as well. And you can read it. And now you can read what they are saying. For tomorrow's test, we need an intake frequency of 34 gigahertz. This is a number we're gonna have to remember. Now, I don't recall if that is the same number in my previous playthrough, so this might be random. That means in your playthrough, if you have a different number, you also have to use different settings. Now we can travel back to our universe and you will find the same slate right there next to the computer. 34 gigahertz. Now with this number and the slate we picked up from Rafael, we can now learn what to do. So let's open up the inventory and check the slate. Ensure all power interlocks are engaged, which is currently as it is. We didn't touch any buttons, so all interlocks are engaged. On the lab control computer, this is where we are, we need to initiate degaussing. All right. So that is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to open up this one here. We go to lab controls and we're going to initiate degaussing. And this is the button we need to press, initiate degaussing. As it says again, make sure that all the power interlocks have been engaged, and they are still. Just in case you're playing this right now and you already have been disengaging some of these interlocks, you will have to go back and engage each of them, make sure all of them are enabled, and then you can start from here. So now it's going to give us several numbers. We have to go and disable and enable again to initiate the degaussing. So 2, 5, and 7. So we're going to have to hop back to the other universe so we can get outside of the lab, and then we're going to hop back to our universe to do the degaussing. Go outside, go back to our other universe. And now we need to 2, 5, and 7. So we're looking for buttons that are called 2, 5, and 7. This one is 7, so disengage and engage. That's 2. Engage again. So we only have 5 left. I think 5 might be up there. Check. 5. Engage and disengage. Alright, so this has now been done in this universe. We're going to have to do the same in the other universe. So let us travel back to the other universe. And we have to do the same here. We're going to have to go to the computer. Lab controls. Degaussing. Yes, all the interlocks are still enabled. Initiate 3 and 6. So now we need to do that with 3 and 6. So here we can just look for the buttons that are 3 and 6. I'm not entirely sure where is where, so that was 5. Which was that one here? This is 6. Disable and enable. I'm just gonna keep an eye on these buggers here. So as you can see, none of these are coming out. I'm not sure why. Disengage. And engage. Alright, we completed the degaussing in this universe as well. So we can go back to the lab. So let's open up our inventory again. Check for the probe calibration control. What is next? Initiate frequency calibration. Alright. So now we're going to go in here. Lab controls. Frequency calibration. So this we did right now. To initiate frequency calibration. Press tab to go back one step. And now here we can select different frequencies. Now we needed a intake frequency of 34. So we need to have here in the intake frequency 34 gigahertz. Now if I do 34, which is already set up, you can see this is not changing. So we cannot set the intake control, we only can set the outtake. We're gonna have to adjust the outtake to get the right intake control. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put this one here on 40 gigahertz. And then we're gonna go back to the other universe and do some adjustments there and see if we can get to that 34. I'm gonna go here, go back to the other universe. I'm gonna go into this computer now. Go to frequency calibration. Initiate. And now we're looking for 34. So if I do that, because now 34 is 24, that means if I do 36, for example, it goes down, it goes down, it goes up. I don't think we can. No. So we're looking to get 34 here. So we're just going to have to switch between both universes until we can stabilize both of the intakes. So let's go back to the other universe and see if we can get to that 34. Frequency calibration. So now this is set to 50. That means we can now go down until we find 34. As you can see, I don't think if I go here, 32. There we go. All right. I now got my 34 gigahertz and my intake waveform is stable. That is what we need. Now that we've done that, we need to go and press a button, which is right there. That button right there, that is going to activate the next step. And don't worry in which universe you are, it won't matter. You will end up in the right place. All right, so let's activate this one here. Now we go to the other universe. We see again this button here, just press it. And this is going to trigger the cutscene for this mission, which is going to complete it. You will now witness the merging of the two universes. And when you wake up, you will see Rafael is there as well. At least Rafael number 2 has joined you now in the original universe, which means you will be able to hire him later on as an engineer for your crew. And then Dr. Patel will also give you some great rewards, including a great sum of credits and 2 legendary pieces of equipment, which is a helmet and a spacesuit. And with that, you saved everyone. This is the best way to finish this mission and get the best rewards. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this guide was helpful. If you liked this video, then a thumbs up would be highly appreciated. And I will see you again next time. Beeblebum out.